Hello, welcome back. Happy Monday. Today is the start of our first full week of YOGANUARY. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the first little few days that we had. Today we're going to start off with a more gentle flow. I know that last week was quite an intense start to the challenge, but we're going to go into a little bit more of a gentle flow. We're working through a honey flow today. So it's really just as if you're moving through honey, finding that fluidity, that slow, gentle movement, but also working a lot with our breath, so that flow of energy through our body. And I hope you guys enjoy it. So without anything further ado, grab yourself some comfortable clothes, your mat, and let's get started. We're gonna start off today in a child's pose at the back of the mat. So you can bring your knees a little bit wider. If it's a little intense on the knees, you can always bring a blanket underneath. And then we're going to slowly stretch the hands out towards the top of the mat, releasing the forehead down to the mat. We're grounding here, breathing in and out through the nose. Find that rhythm of your body, of your energy, by focusing on your breath. And invite that soft, gentle flow of energy. Feeling with every inhale, you make a little bit more space in your body, and with every exhale, you sink a little closer to the mat, maybe releasing some tension in the shoulders and the hips. Maybe unclenching your jaw. And work on deepening your breath here. So really focusing on long, steady inhales and exhales. Breathing deep into the belly, but also into the back of the body, feeling that expansion across the back of your rib cage, maybe a little bit more space between the shoulder blades. We're here for 2 more rounds of breath. And then as you next inhale, pressing lightly into your hands, we're going to lift our gaze, curling the spine. We're taking a cat spine here. As we exhale, drop your hips. We're squeezing the shoulder blades and the glutes, coming to our cobra, our high cobra, or upward facing dog. Squeezing the shoulder blades, pressing into the hands to lift up and out. Inhale, and as you exhale, curling the spine, cat spine, we're sending it all the way back, Balasana, child's pose. We're going to take these ripples a few more times, inhaling, working with the breath, curl the spine up, cat spine, exhaling, drop your hips, squeezing your shoulder blades to really lift your chest up and out, and then exhaling, cow spine as we send it all the way back, Balasana. Going for 1 more round, inhaling to curl it all the way up, really moving slowly as if you're moving through honey. Inhale to squeeze your shoulder blades, lifting your chest, and exhale, send the hips all the way back, Balasana. We're going for 1 more inhale, curling the spine all the way up. Exhaling, we're meeting in our upward facing dog, squeezing the shoulder blades, lifting your chest, really gripping into the fingertips, squeezing your glutes to protect your lower back. And as you next exhale, generous bend in the elbows, we're going to come to lie the chest all the way down on the mat. Forehead comes down to the mat, hands come to the outside of the mat, shoulder height. We're going to move through some rolling cobras. Inhaling, lifting your chest, squeezing your shoulder blades and glutes. Exhaling to melt back down to the mat. Going for 2 more rounds like this. Inhaling to lift and exhaling to melt. 1 more round. Inhale to lift. Really pressing into your fingertips, squeezing your glutes. Exhaling to melt back down to the mat. As you next inhale, we're coming all the way back up. This time as we exhale, left shoulder comes down to the mat as we turn our gaze towards the right. Gentle twist. Inhaling, coming all the way back through center. Exhaling, we twist towards the left, bring the right shoulder down to the mat, looking towards the left side of the mat. Inhaling once again, coming all the way through center. Exhaling, we're going down through center, releasing the hands to come back underneath the shoulders. Tuck your toes, we're sending it back to an active Balasana, child's pose. Hips come down towards the heels, we're coming up onto the fingertips. Forehead comes down to the mat. Take a round of breath here. And then as you next inhale, lift your gaze, plant your palms, keeping your toes tucked, rocking forward, plank pose. Inhale and plank. Exhale, downward facing dog as we send the hips all the way back. You can take a little wiggle of the hips or walking out the feet, easing into the backs of the legs. And then as you next exhale, find stillness in your downward facing dog. We're going to move through some more body ripples here. So keeping the fingers nice and spread wide on the mat. Inhaling, coming up onto your toes, we're curling the spine, cat spine. Meeting in our plank just for a moment as we squeeze our glutes and our shoulder blades to come into our hanging cobra. So we're really pressing into the hands to lift up and out, no collapsing into our shoulders. Inhale as you exhale, generous bend in the knees, sending the hips all the way back. Downward facing dog. We go through this flow twice more, coming up on the inhale to our toes, rocking forward, plank pose. Inhale and plank, exhale to drop the hips, squeezing the glutes, really protecting your lower back here. And exhaling, sending it all the way back. One more round. Inhaling, come up onto your toes. Rocking it forward, plank pose, nice strong core, and then squeezing your glutes as you drop the hips. Squeeze the shoulders to lift your chest up and out. And exhaling, bending into the knees, downward facing dog. So next inhale, we lift the right leg, three-legged dog. Exhaling, generous bend in your right knees. You open your hip up towards the side. And then we're going to take a little circle here with our knees, one in each direction, opening up the hip. And then switching the direction, going the other side. As you next inhale, send the right leg all the way up and out, three-legged dog. Exhale, gaze comes forward, big step forward, right foot comes in between the two hands, low lunge. Lift your chest as you inhale. Exhale, drop the left knee. We're coming all the way up, Anjaneyasana. Reaching your hands up high, inhale here. As you exhale, hands come down to frame the front foot or slightly closer towards your body as we send the hips all the way back, half split. Inhale to lift your chest. Exhale to fold over the right leg. Inhale once again, lifting your gaze in your chest, squeezing the shoulder blades. Exhaling to rock it back down, folding over the right leg. As you next inhale, lift your gaze once more. This time as we exhale, we rock it back forward. Hands come down onto the mat. We lift the left as we slide the right foot to meet the left. Inhale and plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga to upward facing dog or cobra. We send it all the way back, downward facing dog. And then inhaling, we're going to lift the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhaling to open up the hip, reaching the knee towards the ceiling. And then we go for one circle with our knee in each direction, opening it up, and then switching it to the other side. As you next inhale, extend your leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, gaze comes forward, big step forward, left foot comes in between the two hands, low lunge. Inhale to lift your chest. Exhale, drop the right knee. We're lifting the hands up, Anjaneyasana. Inhale here. And exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot or slightly closer towards your body as we send the hips back, straighten the left leg as much as possible. We inhale to lift our chest and our gaze. Exhale to fold over the leg. Once again, inhaling to lift your gaze. Exhaling to fold over the leg. As you next inhale, lift your gaze. Exhaling, we're going to rock it back forward, planting the hands on the mat as we lift the right knee. We're sending the left foot to meet the right. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga to upward facing dog or cobra, squeezing the shoulder blades to lift up and down from your chest. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. And exhale. As you next inhale, lift the right leg, three-legged dog. Exhaling, bending into the knee, opening up the hip. Inhale here as you exhale, gaze comes forward. Big step forward, right foot comes in between the two hands. This time we're lifting all the way up, high lunge. Inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to cactus out the arms, opening up our chest, squeezing the shoulder blades. And then exhale to release, reaching hands down and out. We come all the way up. Inhale as you exhale to cactus out the arms. Once again, exhaling, releasing the hands. Inhale to reach them up. Exhale to cactus them out. As you next inhale, reach the hands all the way back up. As we exhale, lowering down, left knee comes down to the mat. We send it back to our half splits. Hands come down to frame the front foot. We're folding over the right leg. Inhale to lift your gaze. Exhale to rock it back forward. Left hand stays on the mat as we reach the right hand all the way up. Inhale here. As you exhale, reach the right hand towards the left foot. You can either stay here, or if you want to bring your left foot towards the right hand, taking a little bind, you can lift and open your chest here. We're feeling a deep stretch across the left quad. Take another inhale. As we exhale, release the foot, gently bring it back down to the mat. Framing the right leg, we're sending the hips back, half splits once again. We're flowing between these two movements. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, rock it back forward. Left hand comes down to the mat as we reach that right hand all the way back. Inhaling, and maybe as we exhale, grabbing a hold of the left foot. Take an inhale here. And exhale to release. Both hands come down to frame the right foot, sending the hips all the way back. Inhale to lift your gaze. Once again, rocking it forwards. Exhaling to plant the left hand. We inhale to reach that right hand all the way towards the back of the mat. And maybe as we exhale, grab a hold of the left foot. One more inhale. And exhale to release. Both hands come down to frame the front foot, sending it back. Half splits one more time. Inhale to lift your gaze. Exhale, rocking it back forwards. Tuck your left toes as you lift your left knee. And we're coming all the way back up. High lunge. Inhale in your high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. We're facing the left side of the mat. Hips are open. The front knee, the right knee is facing the front of the mat. Inhale as you exhale. Tip it back. Peaceful warrior. Reaching this right hand up and over. Inhale. And exhale, right forearm comes down to right thigh. We lift the left hand up and over. Inhaling once again, reaching it all the way back. Peaceful warrior. Taking an inhale in the posture and exhaling to move extended side angle, reaching that left hand up and over. As you next inhale, reach both of the hands up, straightening the front leg and turning your right toes to face the side of the mat. 5 pointed stars, you reach into your fingertips. As you exhale, release all the way down. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged fold. Inhale for your half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhaling once again, half lift. Exhaling to fold. One more inhale as we lift the crown of the head towards the side of the mat. This time we're going to bring the heels in, toes out. Generous bend in your knees as we slowly uncurl the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. We're coming all the way to goddess, reaching the hands up overhead, palms meet, and come down to heart center. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, turn to face the front of the mat, keeping this bend in the left leg. So we're coming to a high lunge variation. The left knee is hovering just above the mat. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring that left knee all the way down to the mat. Once again, half split, sending the hips all the way back. Inhale to lift your gaze, rocking it forwards, plant your hands, tuck your back toes as you lift the left knee. We're stepping it back, plank pose. Inhale in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga to upward facing dog or cobra. Squeeze those shoulder blades. And exhale, downward facing dog. The next inhale, we lift the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhaling as you bend into that left knee, maybe turning the hips slightly towards the left. Inhale here. As you exhale, gaze comes forward, big step forward. We're meeting in our high lunge. Left foot in between the two hands. We reach the hands all the way up. Inhale here. As you exhale, cactus out the arms, opening up the chest. And then releasing the hands, come all the way forward and back up. Inhaling. Exhaling to open your chest, cactusing out the arms and releasing them. Inhale to reach it up. Exhaling, cactusing out the arms. And then once again, releasing, reaching the hands all the way up. And then as you next inhale, reaching the hands all the way up. As we exhale, we're going to bend generously into the right knee, bringing it down towards the mat. We're sending the hands all the way down to frame the front foot. Half splits once again. So next inhale, lift your gaze, rocking it back forwards. We plant the right hand on the exhale. Inhaling to reach that left hand all the way out and up, maybe grabbing a hold of the right foot. Taking an inhale here. And as you exhale, release the right foot, gently placing it back on the mat. Left hand comes down to frame the left foot. We're sending it back. Half splits started. See next inhale, lift your gaze, rocking back forward once again. Plant that right hand on the mat. You reach the left hand up and over. We grab a hold of the right foot, opening our chest by squeezing the shoulder blades, maybe turning our gaze up towards the sky. Inhale, as you exhale, release the right foot. Left hand comes down to frame the left foot. Half splits once again. Going for one more round. Inhale to lift your gaze, plant your right hand. Reach that left hand all the way back on the inhale. Exhaling to grab a hold of the right foot. Inhale here. Exhale, release the right foot. Once again, sending it all the way back. Half splits. Ardha Hanumanasana. Next inhale, lift your chest, rocking it back forwards. We're tucking the back toes, lifting the right knee and coming all the way back. High lunge. Inhale as you exhale, warrior two. We're facing the right side of the mat. Inhale in your warrior two. Exhale to release it all the way back. Peaceful warrior. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, bring your left forearm towards left thigh, reaching the right hand up and over, extended side angle. Inhale. To exhale, send it all the way back. Peaceful warrior. Once again, reaching that left hand up and over. Inhale. And exhale, bring your left forearm towards your thigh, reaching that right hand up. So next inhale, both hands come up. We're turning the left toes to face the right side of the mat as we straighten the left leg. 5-pointed star. Reaching into your fingertips. As you exhale, hinging from the hips, we're coming to our wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale for your half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale for your half lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling once again, half lift. This time as we exhale, heels come in, toes come out. Generous bend in the knees. Big squat here as we uncurl the spine vertebrae by vertebrae, reaching the hands all the way up overhead. Palms meet and come down through heart center. Goddess pose. Take an inhale and an exhale here, releasing any tension in your shoulders. So next inhale, turn to face the front of the mat. We're keeping this right knee bent as we're coming to our high lunge variation. So we're hovering this right knee over the mat, taking an inhale. As you exhale, gently release, right knee comes down to the mat, framing the front foot. We're sending it back. One more half splits. Inhale to lift your gaze. Exhale, rocking it back forwards. Plant your hands, tuck your toes as you lift the right knee. Left foot comes to meet the right. Exhaling, come all the way down in your chaturanga to upward facing dog, squeezing your glutes and shoulder blades. As you exhale, knees come down to the mat. We're sending it all the way back. Balasana, child's pose once again. Take a round of breath in your child's pose. Next inhale, lift your gaze. We're curling the spine just as we did at the beginning of the practice, coming all the way to all fours. And then dropping the hips once again, coming to our hanging cobra as we drop the hips, squeeze the shoulder blades, lifting your chest. Inhale. And exhale, slowly release all the way down towards the mat, untucking your toes. We're going to reach the hands out in a capital T. If you don't have the space, you can also bring them to cactus arms. As we slowly bring the right foot towards the right glute. We're then going to rock onto the left shoulder as we bring that right foot as far towards the left hand as possible, turning to face the right side. Inhaling here. And exhaling to release, rocking your hips back onto the mat, bringing both knees down to the mat, releasing the right foot. We go to the other side. Bring that left foot towards your left glute, turn your gaze towards the left, and then slowly rock onto the other side as you bring that left foot towards your right hand. Inhaling, and exhaling to release. Hands come back underneath the shoulders. We press into the hands, lifting the chest. And then exhaling, Balasana, child's pose once again. Release your forehead down to the mat. Next inhale, slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. You're going to uncurl your spine as you slide the hands all the way on top of your thighs. You can bring your knees in together. You're taking a little roll of the shoulders. Breathe here as you close your eyes. Next inhale, blink the eyes open, reach the hands all the way out and up. Inhale as your gaze comes up, exhale, right hand comes down to the mat. We lift the left hand up and over, just taking a gentle side stretch. Inhaling, reaching both of the hands up again. Exhaling, we go across towards the other side. Inhale, both hands come all the way up. This time palms meet. And as you next exhale, hands come down to heart center. You can close your eyes once again. Bring the hands to prayer. Finding a neutral spine. Bring the full focus back towards your breath. That rhythm of energy, that flow of energy through your body. And then take a moment to thank yourself for showing up for yourself today. As always, I thank you for allowing me to guide you through this practice. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this short and sweet honey flow. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like the style of video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know what you thought in the comments. I'll be there responding to all your comments and listening to all your feedback. And we will see each other tomorrow. We have a standing flow, so a little bit of a different vibe. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. See you.